Hi guys, hope you're well. So I just wanted to come on here and just offer a word of encouragement through sharing my story actually quickly of something that happened to me recently. And this is a word of encouragement for those of you who may be feeling that you are just stuck in life. That maybe things that you've gone through in your childhood have totally, messed up your chances of ever achieving anything in life, or you might be feeling depressed or sad and feeling that, whatever situation that you're in, things cannot get better. I want to encourage you. Yesterday, I was invited by a local authority, Wandsworth namely, to be a keynote speaker at their annual conference for children's social care. So lots of different people are in attendance: social workers, doctors, police, people from schools, people that work with children, and other people were all there. And basically, I was emotional because this is the very same borough that I was a looked after child in. So basically, for those of you who don't know, when children are taken into care, they're usually taken into care by different local authorities or boroughs or districts, maybe in your country that might be what they're called. And I was taken into care by this local authority. And yesterday I felt so emotional because 30 years later, I'm back on the stage as their keynote speaker on the subject of intrafamilial sexual abuse. I underestimated how emotional this experience would be for me, and I'm still taking it all in, and I still feel a little bit tearful today. But one of the most overwhelming things that came to me is that I came in to this borough, known to this borough, to this council, as a child in care. And as a 13-year-old who had been removed from my family because I'd gone through childhood sexual abuse for 5 years at the hands of my father, that for me was a very big deal. I was very depressed coming into care. My family had ostracized me. I was called a liar and a drama queen and all that. And my life just looks very, very bleak. Back when I got taken into care in 1989, I knew nobody in care as a child. I hadn't even heard about care as a child because all I had known was my family. So for me to come back and be invited back to do this keynote speech yesterday, talk, and be in a position that I am in now, still doing various roles within children's social care for the last 13 years, being an author of 6 books, trainer, empowerment coach and all that, having the success that I have, made me very, very emotional. And it was a full circle moment for me because I realized that how I started wasn't how I finished. And the journey that 13-year-old girl took and all the things that I experienced and everything that I had gone through and the healing that took place that needed 20 years for me to be able to heal from what had happened to me in my childhood. All these different things that I had to overcome and battle through, and then to go on to do the things that I've been able to do. It's been a journey. And it ended up with me being invited to be on that stage. Definitely full circle. And I want to encourage those of you out there who feel that where you are right now in your life is where you will always remain. I want to encourage you and say to you that is not true. God has a plan and we may not always see it. And the way that the plan unfolds, the line may not always be straight. It's never straight, as a matter of fact. But where you are now is not where you're going to end up. And yes, it may involve sacrifice and change and therapy and support and help and prayer and all those things. But where you are now is not where you will end up. So I hope that encourages someone today. And remember, after the darkness, there is always the light.